Test at 57 is between boxers from Azerbaijan and Kyrgyzstan. So approaching the boxing ring is 29-year-old Shamil Askerov. Born in Moscow, now representing Azerbaijan after switching in 2022. His opponent, 28-year-old Munarbek Seiitbek Uulu from Kyrgyzstan. Judges presiding over this one hail from Argentina, Poland, Tajikistan, Puerto Rico and Morocco. The 10-point must system in effect. The referee is Mr. Sean Reese of the United States of America. 63 boxers making up a 57-kilogram weight bracket. So this contest tournament starting in a round of 64 and unanimous point decision victories all the way for Munarbek Seiitbek Uulu. Very impressive display. He was busy in the second round and relaxed in the third. A narrow split decision victory over Puerto Rico's Caleb Torrado for Askerov yesterday. This quarter-final action, and there are 3 qualification berths up for grabs in this particular division. So the winning semi-finalist and the box-off winner will be going through to Paris 2024 with an Olympic quota place. So we're underway then. Quarter-final action coming to you from the men's 57-kilogram division between boxers from Azerbaijan and Kyrgyzstan. The southpaw wearing red is Azerbaijan's Shamil Askerov, 29 years of age. The man born in Moscow brings to the ring a 3-fight professional record, 2 wins, 1 loss, having made his professional debut in 2021. The boxer operating on the back foot out of the orthodox stance wearing blue is Munarbek Seiitbek Uulu, reigning world championship bronze medalist at 57 kilograms. He was ringside at the Humo Arena in Tashkent to commentate on that tournament last year. It was a very impressive run through to the bronze medal podium for Seiitbek Uulu. Second opportunity, or a second attempt to qualify for the Olympic Games from Askerov. Didn't go to the first Global Olympic qualification event after trying to qualify through the continental route at the European Games last summer. Instead, went to the European Championships but lost in the first preliminary round to a man from his homeland, the land of his birth in Russia. Good left hand to the body from Askerov. As for Seiitbek Uulu, he lost to Paulo Palam of the Philippines, Olympic silver medalist at the Asian Games in Hangzhou. Ringside to commentate on that event as reaching for the right cross is Seiitbek Uulu, and then he was bested in the first preliminary round of the first Olympic qualification event in Bustowa Sitio at the start of March. Lead right hand is an eye-catching shot from Askerov. Heads coming together in this contest between the southpaw and orthodox boxer. Digging away with that right hand on the inside is Askerov. You can't accuse the man of not working when it got up close. Now, has a cut been sustained? And I think it has. Cut to the left eye of Seiitbek Uulu, and you see the referee, Mr. Sean Cale of the United States, bump his knuckles together. And this cut appears to be in a bad place. It's just on the edge, the outer edge of Askerov's, of Seiitbek Uulu's eyebrow. And that blood could well float into his eye, thereby obscuring his vision. Doctor with a close inspection, look at the forceful clash of heads there. You can see the reddening immediately. Well, Askerov, has he sustained a cut as well?
Oh, wow.
Both men cut during that coming together. Oh, and that's in an equally bad place on the outer edge of the left eyebrow. Each man cut in almost identical positions. Referee Mr. Sean Reese indicating that each of these cuts sustained by an accidental clash of heads, and that means that if these cuts or either of these cuts cause the bout to be stopped, will go to the scorecards. So each man cuts on the left eye. And that being targeted by the left jab of Seiitbek Uulu. Whipping right hand right in the direction of that injured eye, and both men have increased the intensity of their attacks after the resumption. And being an orthodox boxer, Seiitbek Uulu's cut is closer to the lead right hand of Askerov, but look at them go to work at mid-range, and the face of Askerov, a crimson mass now, and a point deduction taken off the scorecard of Askerov, adding to his mounting problems. That's a cracking right hand on the resumption from Seiitbek Uulu. But for failing to keep his head up, Askerov, who takes a right hand just before another tangle ensues, and that looks like the final talking to in the direction of Seiitbek Uulu. Beautiful foot movement. Tried to land a right hand to catch the advancing, flailing, falling Seiitbek Uulu, but couldn't find the range. Well, an incident-filled opening round where a cut was sustained by both boxers after an accidental clash of heads, and then Shamil Askerov from Azerbaijan hit with a warning. He actually won the round 3-2 for judges 1, 3 and 5. So there you see his scorecard of 10 subjected to -1. Seiitbek Uulu taking it for judges 2 and 4 with the -1 taken into account after Shamil Askerov warned for failing to keep his head up. 10-8 verdicts returned on those two scorecards.
Oh yeah, you just see the head clash there as both of the fighters come together, both sustaining cuts to the head. Seiitbek Uulu just having the greatest success, I feel.
But that not reflected on the scorecards of the judges, because I thought he did the better work, particularly after the resumption. But he was edged out on the scorecard on a 3-2 split, which means we have 3 scorecards of 9 points apiece for judges 1, 3 and 5. Seiitbek Uulu taking the opening round 10-8 for judges 2 and 4. And again, in the 10-point must system, one boxer must score 10. Askerov's scorecard subjected to 10-1 for judges 1, 3 and 5. And that cut of Seiitbek Uulu leaking again from that left eye. See Askerov with his hands up trying to protect his injured optic. Right hand not too far away from Seiitbek Uulu. Both boxers, while these are bad cuts that have been sustained in almost identical positions on the outer edges of the left eyebrow. Left hand to the body not too far away from Askerov. He's the southpaw on the front foot as the heads come together again at close range. Askerov really working away to the body when the two men find themselves on the inside. Left hand from Askerov threatened to go low. Askerov spoken to about hitting and holding.
The last thing either of these fighters need is another cut when they come together with the head clash.
Right jab not too far away from Askerov. Seiitbek Uulu couldn't catch him as he disengaged. So, leading off with the right jab is Askerov. Check left hand attempted by Seiitbek Uulu. So just tiptoeing on the edge of range. Behind feints is Askerov. Oh, that's a cracking right hand against the southpaw. But back comes Askerov with a right jab of his own out of that southpaw stance. But a wonderfully picked backhand from Seiitbek Uulu, leaving his feet with a gazelle-like leaping right hook. He's Askerov. He was inaccurate.
Nice counter-punching with Seiitbek Uulu.
Another talking to in the direction of Askerov. Remember, he was hit with a warning in the opening round. Left hand is a flashing shot success for Seiitbek Uulu. Beautiful counter left hook, and then a right hook in response, followed by a left hand from Askerov. Oh, that's a beautiful southpaw left from Askerov, countered immediately by a shot from Seiitbek Uulu. But it was Askerov's shot who was more eye-catching during that trade-off. Closing 20 seconds of the second round. Big swing and a miss with the overhand southpaw left from Askerov. Left hook was inaccurate from Seiitbek Uulu. Heads come together once again after Seiitbek Uulu's right hand was long, shooting over the shoulder of Askerov. Oh, there's a flashing right hand which just caught Seiitbek Uulu after his boxing stance, which just caught Askerov after his boxing stance became a little bit disorganized. So a reminder of the scorecards. 3 scores of 9-9 for judges 1, 3 and 5 after 1 round of boxing. 10-8 for judges 2 and 4. So Seiitbek Uulu leading 20 points to 18 for judges 2 and 4. He's taken both of the rounds. For those observers, leading 19 points to 18 for Judge 1. Judges 3 and 5 have Askerov leading 19 points to 18. So the man in blue in a strong position going into the 3rd and final round. But if a strong final round can be produced by Askerov and he can turn that 1-point score against him in his favor, that could take us into the realm of countback where preference has to be stated.
Askerov did really well to try and claw his way back into this fight, and I'm sure we're going to see more of the same in this next round. It's the referee just giving Askerov another talking to about the heads before the round started.
So into the 3rd and final round then. What has been an incident-filled encounter, both boxers sustaining cuts to their left eyes after an accidental clash of heads in the opening round. And Askerov just edging forwards to keep Seiitbek Uulu near the perimeter of the boxing ring. Seiitbek Uulu content to wait and then try and counter, just as he did there, but he was inaccurate. Left hand is a hard southpaw shot to the body, looping overhand left, catches Seiitbek Uulu around his right eye. So this, a battle of counter-punches, both men showing patience. And remember, Askerov needs to take this final round to bring about parity on 3 of the 5 scorecards. He's trailing 20 points to 17 after being docked a point in the opening round.
Both fighters just fencing off there, trying to find the range, trying to find an opening.
And it's untidy, resulting in both men taking a trip to the canvas. Approaching the halfway stage of a cagey final frame so far. And again, it's Askerov who takes the opportunity to work on the inside when they come together like that. Those body shots can't be discounted, but a nice check left-right from Seiitbek Uulu, spinning off the line, takes a left hand straight down the pipe, but counters with a backhand of his own.
Yeah, that was better from Askerov there. Just finding his timing, but then just jumps in and gets caught by Seiitbek Uulu.
It's a lovely jab from Seiitbek Uulu after he made Askerov miss while he was jumping in. Good work to the body once again. Shoe shine punches, concluding the combination with a right hand to the head. Seiitbek Uulu. And again, remember, it's Askerov who needs to take this final round. For judges 1, 3 and 5 to tie things up. He trails 20 points to 17 for judges 2 and 4. Very brave to box at this low counter-punching tempo in a bid to try and turn things around. And you're seeking your quality to be recognized more than the quantity. Seiitbek Uulu, an adept counter-puncher as well, approaching the 10-second clapper. Now Seiitbek Uulu claiming his man after missing with his leaping lead attack. And again, Askerov digging away to the body when they're on the inside. My goodness. Well, which way is this one going to be scored? Because this man's industry cannot be discounted. But there was plenty of artistry coming from the flashing blue fists of Munarbek Seiitbek Uulu. Remember, Shamil Askerov needs to convince all of judges 1, 3 and 5 that he has taken this final round. He's trailing 20 points to 17 for judges 2 and 4. But in order to take us to the realm of countback, that is what Askerov needs to do. He was certainly busy. He was industrious in that final round, but is the distribution of the scores going to favor him?
Ladies and gentlemen, in relay, the winner by split decision in the blue corner.
And it is Munarbek Seiitbek Uulu, the 2023 World Championship bronze medalist, prevailing on a 3-1 split decision verdict over Shamil Askerov of Azerbaijan. Both boxers sustaining significant injuries to their left eyes during the opening round after an accidental clash of heads. So Munarbek Seiitbek Uulu goes through to the semi-final stage. Now that is, as we take a look at the scores, Seiitbek Uulu edging the final round on a 3-2 split. Credit to the effort put forth by Shamil Askerov, but not enough to get it done. And it is a 3-1 victory on the scorecards for Munarbek Seiitbek Uulu. The reigning World Championship bronze medalist through to the semi-finals, one win away from earning an Olympic quota place, but having sustained that injury to his left eye, will he get past the doctor tomorrow?
Seiitbek Uulu really